now, the dust and the pillar of my soul. The last one out of the box, the one who broke the spell. Little by little, goodbye cold. I'm such a tease and you're such a flirt. Once you've been around, you've been around enough. Little by goodbye cold. Never notice, never get judged. I don't know when it's I should love.
Actually, we've been farming as much big area, open land meadows to create lots of tenting like this, but on a higher scale than just we don't need to take the rock out of the ground, make it square, put it as high as we can.
Okay, so
There's plenty of open land out there.
I understand, but like this tent that you got, this blue tarp, where do you get this blue tarp from?
Donation.
Okay, but where does it really? Walmart. Walmart. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so where is Walmart getting this blue tarp from?
Some third world country.
Okay, and here it is helping you guys. And that's your actions. Or
Does the meaning justify the ends? Do you kill one person to save 1,000?
It does for you guys.
Does it
But
though?
you bought it.
I didn't buy it.
But you're using it.
Have fun with this conversation. I have said all I can.
Because I don't have a job. This is my job. I don't buy stuff. I didn't buy it. Look, I don't have a sticker. I just came to hold the sign for them to see. I'm not even here to buy the car.
Where is your shirt from?
My shirt from Gap.
Okay.
My aunt bought it. I don't buy
But this
it.
society doesn't provide us much options.
Yes, I know.
Right, I agree. It doesn't have a lot of options. But I feel that as a consumer, every dollar you spend, you're voting on something. So when your aunt bought that shirt for you,
No, you would be voting if you had been given a choice, if you had been taught a way to create without purchasing.
No is such a bad
If you were
word
given
right
that
now.
option in your learning system, but in the school system, you are not taught to create your own clothes.
You're not even taught to create your own system.
And so you don't have the option to say, like, you haven't been taught that option. You have the option, but you haven't been taught it.
how to make your own clothes,
How to make your own clothes, how to farm, how to provide for yourself outside of this system. But
How to get a house would be nice so
this
that
is
we
a
can
little
build a farm.
start.
You
It's a
know?
little start. In this right now is really like how to create a community, how to interact in a community by providing for everyone
With all
that
knowledge.
is willing to participate in the community.
Yes.
And we're not excluding anyone from that community.
Right. No, it's
that you were.
no borders. It's a unified
No, we're
consciousness.
not.
We don't like slavery. Do you think we're happy about
Anyone
this
that's-
happening? We're not happy about it, but we. Where else are we gonna buy a
What's your
chart?
name?
Yamato.
I'm Ben.
Ben, hi.
Nice to meet you, Yamato.
Smart.
Exactly. I totally understand, like, you guys are against buying the tarp, but there's no other option for you to buy a tarp.
Right.
Right. But in the beginning, there was an option
In the beginning,
when tarps first came out.
when tarps first came out,
Yeah.
So what?
And you can decide, like, for example, if this tarp was right next to an eco-friendly tarp, but the eco-friendly tarp is $20.
but the
This
eco-friendly
this
tarp is just
$2.
selling you on its eco-friendly.
Right,
It isn't
okay.
eco-friendly.
But what if that tarp was made here in the U.S.?
Sure. What if it was made here in the U.S.?
It's
And
still being
$50?
shipped
It's $50.
using.
No, but
fuel.
what if? Yes,
It's
and that would
$50,
end the
right?
slavery because it's about human rights.
Right.
Man.
Who's gonna buy the $50 tarp when right next to it you can buy the $2 tarp from China?
How do you change that?
It's each of us
You
has to
have to
consciously
be
decide when we buy something. You don't want to buy the $2 tarp. You want to be conscious of what you're buying.
Can't you change it though to where it's not
Here, wait,
like
no,
that?
wait.
Can you end that?
This
Yeah, you can.
whole movement is about awakening that consciousness.
Sure.
That's what it is.
You're very awoken.
It's done right
You're a
there.
very awoken person. Okay. Well, you are a very awoken person. No one has driven me that emotionally and actually really sustained. That is amazing.
Well, next time when you're shopping, and you go for the 10-cent cheaper toothbrush or the 10-cent cheaper shampoo, think about why is it 10 cents cheaper? Maybe you want to pay an extra $2 for the one that you believe in.
Wait, hey, before you go, let me ask you, like, what I think it comes down to is, like, we're reevaluating what we value, what we place values, because think about it, like, you want to take, like, diamonds, for example. There's so much of them over there, but the cost of them are so high, but water is more valuable to human beings, but it's like we're reevaluating what we place value on, because...
But value only comes from as much as people are willing to pay for it. Yeah. So if everybody decides, let's not buy diamonds anymore, they're not the stones that women want, then they lose their value.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's only as much as you, me, we all buy.
It comes down to the individual.
Yes.
It starts there.
Right.
And it ends there, but then it also comes through all of us,
Well, I think individually we have the purchasing power, but it only becomes very powerful when we work as a group. So, as we're unified, the purchasing power is expanding, it's getting bigger. You have more purchasing power when you have more people involved.
Right.
If only you stop buying diamonds, it's not going to really change the market. But if you have 500, 50,000, 5 million people stop buying diamonds, the more people you have, 50 million, then if 50 million people stop buying diamonds, I think it's going to change the diamond market.
Why are you paying $500 million for a 100-carat diamond and, next to nothing for a gallon of water? And that's because that's what the powers that be, what would you call them, the economic advisors and rulers of this country and the world have created. And it goes throughout every country. It spans every country. These economic advisors, they know exactly what they've done with, like, Greece, for instance. They know exactly what they've done with Portugal and Spain. They know exactly what they've done here. Like, this isn't something that's hasn't been played out. Like she said, if values put on different things, and things are going to cost different things, but that doesn't make sense to me. It's like, if different value is put on, different things, why should it cost anything, though? That's what I don't understand, is why is there a need to strap cost to anything? Why? Like, I understand strapping some sort of social value to an item, but why should there need to be strapped to monetary costs to anything at all? That makes no sense to me at all. Why does that need to be inherent in anything? It makes no sense. Value is completely different than strapping a monetary value to anything, in my opinion. There's two types of value, and she never got into that. That's what you were trying to get into, is there's two types of value, and she was trying to stick to the monetary value, but there's two completely different worlds, and they can't see stuff like that. They just see things as monetary.